Hello. So I have been studying the Gospel of John with friends, and we came to John chapter 4, which is the story of the Samaritan woman, also known as the woman at the well. And as often happens to me, some of these characters get stuck in my mind and my imagination, and I can't shake them. And so I really try to imagine a little bit more about their story. And so I wrote a little poem about this woman that I think is really beautiful. But before I read that, I just want to give you a bit of background. This woman, this Samaritan woman, was a bit of a cultural exile, and that she was, as a Samaritan, part Jew, part Gentile, part blended ethnicity, so she didn't really fit in. The Orthodox Jews took great pains to avoid their neck of the woods. Additionally, she was a woman with a checkered sexual history, so she was an outcast among her own people as well. And so this woman goes to the well to get water, and she goes at a time when the other women in her village, the village of Sychar, are not there. And while she's there, she encounters Jesus Christ. And he sends his disciples away, and he has this beautiful conversation with her that changes her life and eventually changes her entire community. And he starts with meeting her where she is, with water, with thirst, something very earthy, something very practical. And as always, Jesus elevates that to something heavenly, something eternal, something spiritual. And he begins to talk to her about living water. And eventually she drinks. So I wrote this. It's called The Woman of Sychar, and I hope it blesses you. Read the real story in John chapter 4. She wasn't well, the woman who stood there, noon sun hot above, when nobody would be there. Shoulders aching, weary feet, soul drained bare, string of broken hearts behind her, life lived full of emptiness, despair. She brings a jug, dips low, slow, and fills it high. She doesn't know it yet, but her thirst will change all life. She wasn't well, the thirsty woman who stood there, cracked lips, calloused hands, had no idea who would be there. But he did, and went out of his way to meet her, sent his friends away for food so he could truly see her. He asks for water. She shakes her head. Does he know who I am? Ask me instead. It's you who don't know me. Receive living water, gift of Israel's lamb. No, she wasn't well, and so she knelt there before the one who told her all things and spoke of God's care, and she drank deep and believed, and she ran strong and told a most unlikely witness, telling of the most uncommon gold. A second miracle that day were townsfolk who received, the woman once rejected, now seen, heard, believed. Oh, come and drink from Jacob's well, living water from heaven's sun. For worshipers in spirit and truth, the Father seeks such a one.